Well, here we are outside the Beresford Hotel in Newquay, where 200 refugees who are legally here in this country are being housed by the Home Office. And there's a protest going on at the moment, a counter-protest, because one protest against refugees was being organised, and anti-fascists and pro-refugees people are here on the other side, protecting the hotel so that none of the anti-refugees people can come in and cause a disruption. So these guys have been here since about 10:30. That protest was supposed to take place at 12, so they're here to ensure that the hotel is safe and the people inside are safe. So let's speak to some of them. Excuse me, tell me, why do you think it's important for you to be here? Okay, no problem. What about you guys? Why do you think it's important for you to be here protecting the hotel from this lot over there? Sorry, I didn't. All right, okay. What about you? Are you happy to tell me why you think it's important to be here? Tell me then.
Yeah. I think it's important to be here because if we don't stand up for the people who are struggling most, then we are.
That's okay. So you tell me it's important to be here because you want to stand united with these people in here, the refugees.
I want to unite with everybody who's oppressed. It's inappropriate. I don't hang on means we are united, and we need to unite. We need to show solidarity for those, whether it's women, whether it's people of colour, whether it's people who are struggling, people in poverty. It's not appropriate to be covered.
That's brilliant. Thanks very much. That's okay. Hello. Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important to be here?
I'm Cornish myself. We are all equal, are we not? On and haggle.
Absolutely. That's brilliant. Thank you. Are you spies from the government?
I am not a spy from the government.
All right. Tell me, why do you feel it's important to be here standing with the refugees inside the hotel?
Where are you from?
I'm from CornwallLive. I'm one of the reporters.
Oh, right, okay.
Just reporting on today's event.
Well, there's multiple reasons really. For one, we want to show a welcoming hand to people in need. We understand the conflicts around the world, outside of Europe as well as in Europe. But another reason that we're here today is because a lot of people are being brainwashed with false lies about what asylum seekers are doing in this country. But really all they're doing is just waiting for the process to go through.
Because, let's not forget, these guys are refugees. They are here legally, and they are waiting to be processed by the asylum seeking, by the Home Office basically. And the Home Office put them there.
There's a lot of issues going on in this country at the moment, and pointing the finger at asylum seekers is just ridiculous. What they really should be doing is pointing their finger at their own politicians. It's got nothing to do with asylum seekers. The fact that they're being housed in hotels, then it's probably a government error. I was talking to an asylum seeker last week. He doesn't want to live in a hotel. He wants to live in basic accommodation. He wants to be allowed to work until his claim is processed. And once his claim is processed or not processed, he'll integrate into society in a full manner. If his asylum is declined, which he won't be because he's from Newquay, the most deadliest war of the 21st century, which nobody ever talks about,
Then
then he will go somewhere else. This is what he said to me. I don't want to live in a hotel. I want to pay taxes and work. And if they don't want me here, I'll go somewhere else.
I'm going to be playing the devil's advocate right now. I'm going to use one of the arguments used by the guys who are anti-refugees. So they say, oh, it's just young men. They're here. They threaten women in Newquay. They shouldn't be here in the first place. Why have they given up? Why have they abandoned their own families? What's wrong with them? What would you say to that argument?
Well, there's two things I'd say to that. One, it's not just all young men. It might be in this hotel, but we look after a hotel in a location that won't disclose.
That's okay.
There are women and children and men living. We've been supporting them for a few months now since they came back in November. But the other factor of this is, yes, there are a lot of men also without their families. The reason that they're doing that is because it's too damn dangerous to bring the families with them. If you're coming from Sudan or Ethiopia or Chad, you probably have to come across Libya. If you take your wife and your children across the desert and through Libya, they're likely to die or be sold into the sex trade. It's a perilous situation. My friend who I was just talking about from Tigray, he's here, his family are still in Ethiopia, they are displaced, and the first thing he wants to do is bring his family here when it's safe to do so.
Absolutely.
He speaks to them every day, he's desperate to have his family here, but he will not put them on that perilous journey. And to say that it's all just young men coming here for jobs is absolutely ridiculous. My answer to say that is, do your research. There's plenty of conflicts. 500,000 people have died in Tigray. We spoke to guys from South Sudan. They've fled the country because their friends are killing each other in tribal wars, which they want no part of. Men from Ethiopia, Eritrea, have fled their country because they are being forced into the army to fight a war that they don't want anything to do with. It's an illegal war. These people don't know anything about that situation. All they see is, well, they're feeding on this. All lies. All of these lies.
Thanks very much for that. Thanks for being so candid about it. Thank you. Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important to be here? That's okay, no worries. No worries. Hello. Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important to be here, standing here, rather than on the other side of the road? I'm assuming that's where they will go if they do turn up, the protest. Tell me then, why do you feel it's important? Okay, that's okay. What about you, sir? No, that's fine. What about you, ma'am? Do you want to tell me why you feel it's important to be here?
Why wouldn't you support people who've struggled and who come from terrible situations to come here? That's why.
Let me have a quick look at. Absolutely. So these guys have been here since 10:30. The protest, the anti-refugee protest, was scheduled to take place at 12. We don't know if any of those who decided to turn up for that have actually arrived, but there's definitely a show of force in favour of the refugees and wanting to protect the refugees inside the Beresford Hotel from anyone wanting to turn up and cause troubles. But let's go and have a look. There's probably more media on the other side than anyone who would protest. I'm not sure they are protesters, by the way. I don't want to assume. These guys are. And there's been a few police in town, as you would expect. It is also a public road. Right, let's go on the other side of the road. Officer, can you tell me what sort of police presence are we talking about today? I mean, I see 5 officers.
Yeah.
Is that it, or are there more?
No, there's other contingencies in and around. But
is that all right to talk to me on just? No, all right, okay.
If you need to speak to anyone, you can speak to the press officer.
All right, okay. No, so there are contingency in place in case it kicks off.
Something.
All right.
So yeah.
But that's all right.
As part of the business.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough. Thank you, sir.
All right, no dramas.
That's all right. So it was okay to talk to me, this officer, but not on camera, because a press office should do that instead. So the police presence, as you can see, on this side, in the hotel, and on that side, and we've seen other police officers throughout Newquay as we walked up to the Beresford Hotel. 200 refugees from various countries are being housed by the Home Office. It's not Cornwall Council, it's the Home Office, and they're here in this hotel. It is only men, which some people have taken issues with, but it is a decision by the Home Office. I don't know my math, I would say maybe 150, perhaps 200 people. People have got their placards.
Refugees are welcome here. Refugees are welcome here. Refugees are welcome here. Refugees are welcome here. Refugees are welcome here.
Across the road to try to run over. Right, I'm going to go and I don't want to assume anything, but I think some of the protesters against refugees have started to arrive, so I'm going to go and try and speak to them. Are you guys with the anti-refugee protest? Are you happy to tell me? Are you just watching? Are you guys with the protest against refugees? Or are you happy to tell me why you feel you're...
I'm on holiday, mate.
What, say again?
I'm on holiday.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so you're part of the protest against the refugees?
To be honest, yeah, Peter and everybody around, I'm in between.
Okay, tell me what you feel about it, about the issue, because obviously it's a hot potato, it's a difficult issue, so tell me what you feel.
Really simple. Do you have a house?
I do, yes.
Do that strangers in your house that you don't know anything about, be it good or bad?
I don't know. It would depend on the.
We could be housing a rapist, or we could be housing a really lovely person. What we're saying is, it needs to be vetted. Yeah,
But
of course.
I'm going to argue to you that it's the Home Office have put these people here to do exactly that. They're waiting for their asylum seekers to be processed.
Because it's the Home Office, they say, that doesn't mean to say it's right, you know, our government's done lots of jobs. Me personally, I've helped Ukrainian refugees. I've been to the Ukraine.
Okay,
So
okay.
and I've done that.
Okay.
And I've been to the jungle in Cali. But we're letting people in that could be racist, could be racist, paedophiles. We just don't know.
So I'm going to be the devil's advocate here. Is it just racism? Or is it because they're brown-collared black people Muslims? Or is it... But I'm a...
You mentioned that.
Oh,
Me
let-
personally, I actually brought up 2 children from Tehran, which is the most Islamic capital in the Middle East.
Good for you.
But what we're worried about, we're not like, we're,
So it's not about race.
of course not. We're terrified of people coming into our country that we know nothing about.
Okay.
We've got kids.
Okay.
We're just frightened, mate, you know.
Okay.
We're frightened.
Okay.
You know, if you look at the school kids in Dover, there were some school kids that got sexually assaulted in Dover. Now, the person that was in that school was 21. He lied and said he was in that school. He said he was 16 or 15. He was 21. Now, it's not even gone on the telly, you know. But no, we're not racist. We love people.
So it's about numbers and it's about letting people we don't know anything about.
That's right, it is. Yeah, that's right, mate.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Nice to meet you, mate.
Thanks for making your point.
No, we've got to all listen to each other and be fair, haven't we? You know, it's but no, nice to speak to you, mate.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Are you happy to tell me what you feel about the issue? Okay, no worries, mate. Are you guys happy to tell me what you feel about the whole issue and why you decided to be here today?
Yes.
Okay, tell me, sir. So, why do you feel it's important for you to be here on this side of the road rather than over there? I'm from CornwallLive and the West Britain Cornish Guardian. I'm a journalist.
Oh, for starters, we're not racist at all.
Okay.
That's rubbish. Do you know anyone that supported the miners' strike with Arthur Scargill? Is Arthur Scargill right wing?
I don't think he was,
I
but
voted for Jeremy Corbyn. That's as left as you can get. It's nothing to do with that. Our country just cannot. We can't look after our own people, and we're opening the doors. This country's up shit's creek red pattern. I've got 2 boys living in my house. My boys can't afford to leave home. 25 years old. Well, the daughter's 17 years old.
yeah.
And we're full. Our national service isn't fit for purpose. There's no housing. Our country's going to the dogs.
But
And I'm not racist.
I would argue to you. I mean, what some people have said to me: don't blame the player. Don't blame these people. Blame the government.
No one else. Nobody else. No. If I would do the same. If I could get a better life, come over here and live in a hotel. What I don't like is a double standard where our people are under bridges and they don't give a shit about them. No one does, right?
Okay.
And that's all I'm talking about. No, I don't mind. And when they say refugees are welcome, of course they are. Genuine refugees, like people who've got bad lives and
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
I totally agree. They should be protected now. We've always helped people in this shit, always.
Yeah.
But as it is now, they're economic migrants. They're coming over. I don't blame them. It's an easier life for them. But this country's, we're falling apart. And when we go net zero, where the fuck is everyone going to go? When you can't, these zones, you can't move out your zone. This whole country's falling apart. And we cannot look after our own. Leave alone young men from elsewhere.
So that's fair enough.
And I don't blame
That's
them
fair
for
enough.
it, because I worked in years ago. I worked in Germany. Couldn't speak a bloody word of German.
Yeah.
There was people then saying foreigners out. I don't. That's the way they feel. It's the way they feel.
So you're basically saying that if you guys were in the same situation, you obviously would do the same because you would want the best for yourself and your family. So it's not.
I don't care the colour of the people in the hotel.
So what is it about then? Because people will.
There's a whole like £10 million a day or something, like you said, with the NHS on its knees. Surely the money, surely you've got to get that fixed before. You couldn't open your front doors, could you? And just say everybody welcome, but I can't afford the mortgage or money.
When walking into town, we've interviewed people about the issues, and it's quite sensitive. You know, it gets people riled up on both sides of the argument. And someone had said to me, "Don't blame the players, blame the game. I blame the government if you're not happy." Is that something? Is it something you agree with?
Yes, definitely the government. The trouble is, we haven't got a fucking government. It's globalisation. Labour, the Tories and Labour are like two peas in the same pot. If you mention Ukraine, they all agree. If you mention immigration, they're all on the same page. If you mention
So you're not seeing much difference between the two at the moment.
no fucking net zero. What a pile of bollocks. That'll bring this country to its fucking knees. Net zero. And Labour and the Tories all the same. And this is just adding to it. This country's in the shit. And
Fair enough.
Definitely 100% nothing against anyone. Because like I said, I'll be happy.
That's fair enough.
I don't blame them. Our government should sort it out. They're all made for no action.
Thank you very much. Are you happy to tell me if you're taking part in the protest or you're just watching the whole?
Just watching.
All right. What about you guys? Are you just here as bystanders? Are you part of the protest? And if you are part of the protest, are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important to do so?
Because half of these are coming to this country, shouldn't even be in this country.
Why is that? Tell me why.
They're not even vetted. They're coming to this country. They're not vetted at all. Never ever vetted by anyone. They're put into hotels. We don't know who they are. They could be tourists for all we know. Why aren't they vetted? I'm not against anybody coming to this country, right, and having a better life. That's good. Half of these are not, and we know they're not. There's army personnel watching these come in. They're watched everywhere. Trust me,
What do you mean?
313 battalion.
What is that? So I'm not familiar with the.
313 battalion.
I'm not familiar with it.
ISIS.
Oh right, okay.
They're coming into this country unvetted. We don't even know where they are. So what will these lot do if they decide to attack? Thousands of them, and they've got bombs and shit. What happens then?
I don't know.
It's not fair that innocent men, women and children are killed in this country just like in Manchester. That guy was chucked out of the country once and he came back and then beat that 25 people.
No, that's fair enough. What about you, sir? How do you feel about this?
At least vet them, for Christ's sake.
Hey, you're wrong. Second shouldn't be here. They're harassing women, they're harassing kids and sex. It's not on, they don't even pay to society. They're just leeches living off the UK, off the taxpayers of this country. We don't want them here.
So
We don't need them here, to be fair.
if
It's fine when you've got Ukrainian families coming in.
What's the
Because there's a war going on.
what's the difference? I mean, you could argue
What's the difference?
they've left a war zone too, right?
No, they haven't. No, they have not.
Okay.
So you tell me that where these guys have come from, then Somalia, they ain't in war. That's not a war-torn country.
What about Tigray and Ethiopia?
Afghanistan? Yes, there was a war in Afghanistan. It has now stopped.
Where's their women? Where's it all?
Where's the women and the children? I can understand that. I'd welcome them with open arms. I really would. Where are they? Where's the women and children?
Maybe they're waiting for their cases to be settled and then they bring their spouse over.
No, that's not. We shouldn't be able to do that at the top of their expense. Come on.
Fair enough. Thanks very much for your opinion. That's great.
Look, I've got a Muslim son-in-law. Right? I've also got a Jamaican son-in-law. Right? So, people call me racist. I'm not racist, really.
That's all right.
That's all. You know, black granddaughter, Muslim grandson. Racist. So this, nobody's been vetted. They should be vetted better.
Because they were put in this hotel by the Home Office, not Cornwall Council. It's the Home Office. So it's the government who decided to put them there. So where they land or where they arrive, or is that what you think?
War-torn country, and they're supposed to stop the first country they come to. It's not at war. And
Yeah.
they're not. They're coming through several countries to get to England. So
They're all disbanded. They're all pushing them up. That's what makes us.
what do they think our land's paved with gold? I don't understand.
I wish it was. I'll be digging. I tell you.
Mate, I'm telling you, I'm picking it up.
All right. Thanks very much, guys. Thank you.
You want to see them there.
So there you go. We've had a lot fewer protesters against the refugees, as you can see, much smaller number than they are anti-protesters, pro-refugees campaigners. As you can see, the other side is full.
I just said let's try and keep things nice and calm. Can you ask that? I'm not dealing with both sides. All I'm asking is everybody to stay calm. All I'm asking is everybody to stay calm, sir, all right?
Yeah, I'm saying calm. I just find it highly fucking...
Excuse me, sir. I know you can't talk to me on the camera, but have you had incidents or you
No,
just...
everybody seems to be... Well, watch yourself, sir. I don't want to push anybody out into the road.
So everybody's been keeping... Okay,
We haven't had any problems or concerns, sir. I'm just trying to make sure that nobody gets hurt because we're right by the road.
Of course, thank you, sir.
Yeah, I know.
Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important to you to be here today? Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important to be here today? To report on both sides. So I've interviewed some people on the other side, from CornwallLive and the West Britain and Cornish Guardian. Why?
Because they don't report the real facts, and when any comments, they only put selected comments.
We don't have any control about the comments. I mean, a lot of them are deactivated by an algorithm, which we have no control over. And oh, well done. Watch out. So tell me, why it's important for you to be here? If you feel, I mean, you came out here today. Okay. Say again.
I spot one local. I live here, and I spot one local person here.
Are you talking about the protesters? Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I thought for a second you were talking about the people inside. I was a bit confused. So you're saying these guys are not even local, so they've been busting or they've come in to...
I can actually recognise 2 people up in that breaking crowd over there. 2 people.
So you reckon that show of force is people from outside? But why do you stand here then? Why is immigration and asylum seeking an issue for you? Or why are you here and not over there then? I'm just the devil's advocate. I'm not. Yeah, sure. So for you, it's more of a...
Don't report that.
We have actually. So for you, it's more of a safety rather than racism or anything like that. Has anybody from these guys come over to talk to you? So You know the incident you mentioned of your daughter being followed from school after school. Have you reported it to the police? What have they said? How you know, these guys have been here since November. How many times has that happened to your daughter? Sorry? Number of times. So for you, this is more of a safety concern. Okay. Thank you very much. Tell me then, why do you feel it's important for you guys to be here and you know?
We're sick and tired of being pushed aside like our opinions don't matter, what we say doesn't matter, and we have to just. I am not a racist person. I am a humanitarian. I am behind people who are fleeing war-torn countries and need help. This is not the same.
But you could argue to the Home Office because these guys have been housed by the Home Office.
But then put £1 million into that, right? For them to stay there, yeah?
Yeah.
The country's knackered,
Yeah.
And our government's putting £1 million to keep them in there when there are people like us,
Yeah.
I work 40 hours a week to provide for my family and I struggle every week.
Yeah.
So where's my help? I don't get any help, but they get £1 million put into it. It's ridiculous.
So
why? It's not personal.
It's not racism.
It's not
It's unfairness. It's the government that bred all of this. It's unfairness.
So you would agree then with some of the people I spoke to in the town who said to me, don't blame the player, blame the game, i.e. the government. Is that a fair statement that you guys...
The government have told us we're right-wing, racist, bigoted, white supremacists, knackered people, and we're not.
It's about British people who want being looked after first. Nothing to do with anybody else getting help. I'm a humanitarian. I've watched the pictures on the news. It's disgusting what people have had to go through before. But this is something completely different, and I'm sick and tired, as we all are, of struggling. This chap just said it, trying to look after his own family, trying to pay for things. We don't get help. We're ignored. The government ignore us. So that's why we're here, is to have our voices. Yeah.
And the crime rate since they've turned up here
And then tell you different.
Women and children around sexually harassing them, and the police are doing nothing. We pay for them to do their job. They're not doing that.
Yes, the police don't want to know. Nobody wants to know.
They don't need to
Some of them all hide the faces. What's the cross for?
They don't want to get seen when they get kicked off, when it all starts kicking off.
I'm proud to
Yeah.
be who I am and what I believe in.
Yeah.
I am English. My dad fought a war to make this country.
My dad was in Korea against communism.
And now they're
People lost their lives to make this Great Britain. It ain't Great Britain no more.
No.
It's just Britain.
Yeah.
Why? Because the government's fighting.
Can you just make your back stand?
Around in their cars. Have you seen their cars? All covered in Greenfield. Why is that? Because they don't want their DNA spread around the
where they want to
Well, we get classed as racist. Why aren't they being racist? They're being racist against us because we're demonstrating against them. It's ridiculous. We get the bad names. They don't.
Fair enough. Thank you very much for putting your point of view so candidly.
Where are you from?
So it's for CornwallLive and West Britain and Cornish Guardian. So I can promise you one thing, she is not always on our side. No, she definitely isn't.
for them in there, and all they're worried about is making money for themselves.
Well, perhaps...
Refugees are welcome. Why are they welcome here? Why? They can't justify it. I've shouted across to them. Why? But they won't answer me back. They just keep saying the same thing. They're welcome here, but why are they welcome here?
Because they're not living there then. That's why they're welcome here.
Because they get what they want. They get everything they want. And then we know course not. If they've not all went, there ain't enough food in Newquay for local people to eat. But there isn't, because they're here.
That's all right. Thank you guys for talking to me. Sorry, I can't just... Tell me, sir, you're holding quite a provocative sign. Tell me why you feel this way.
These people are staying here for the blacks and the immigrants, but they're not sticking in for the whites. And nobody discriminated against in this country now. We have a government that's basically controlled by ethnic people. And there's not, we have an ethnic prime minister, we have an ethnic chancellor, we have an ethnic home secretary. No one's looking after the English people. I spent the whole winter out in my tent. Nobody would house me. The councils want to house me because I'm white. So I was black and I was an immigrant. They would house me in a hotel. And that's not right. That's racist. There's racism now against the white people. They won't house us. It's going to Newquay. There's loads of people sleeping in doorways. But they don't get housed. And look at these people. You know, there's English people. I'm not going to be able to afford to come here for a hotel, stay in a hotel for 2 weeks.
Fair enough. Thank you very much, sir. Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important for you to be here?
What do you do with that?
Well, it's part of a report.
I'm not talking to you now.
That's okay, no worries.
Anyway, they're not refugees, they're illegal immigrants. Why don't you write that on your post?
Well, if that's your point of view, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, fuck off home, fuck off home.
To us, so comes to watch.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Let's go back on the other side to speak to other people. What about you guys? Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important for you to be on this side of the road rather than over there?
I've got family, mate. I've got so much
What about you, sir? But
He's homeless. He's got no.
yeah, he told me.
Putting these people in here. They get the swimming pool. They get our London.
Yeah, about a week.
They get the phone paid for. What do they sell their phones all day? Outside smoking break. So down the road.
But let me put to you as a devil's advocate question. Why are you blaming them and not the government? Because the government, the Home Office, put them here.
Fair enough, but it's 6 weeks. That was in October. They're still here now. We know if anything about it.
You know the school girls at the ferry school, the school there. I mean, you've been self-defence now. I mean, sort of not too many times in the road.
No, that's right.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
We're not.
So you're more about the safety of local kids and stuff like that than anything else? Okay, that's fair enough. Thank you, sir. What about you, sir? Why do you feel it's important for you to be here? All right, so you're more here for the spectacle rather than any protests?
Oh no, I mean, I don't agree.
Which one?
I don't agree with the protests regarding refugees.
Okay.
We don't know the circumstances, and
Why aren't you on the other side then?
well, because I'm not saying
Oh, so you're watching as a bystander in that sense? Okay. Absolutely. I agree with you.
what gets me is what the unions do.
I question that myself. I shall go over and ask them.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Anyway, thanks a lot, mate.
No worries, thank you. Right. So we're back on the other side. What have the unions got to do with the anti-protest and anti-fascist protest? Why are you guys here then?
Unions represent workers. Represent workers regardless of who they are or where they come from. And with solidarity together, we're on strike on Thursday.
So you guys are representing the workers and
The trade union movement is anti-racist because we represent them regardless of who they are or where they come from. When you're on a picket line, it doesn't matter who you are or, you're on the right side of the line. You weren't made.
these guys on the other side of the road, most of them have told me it's not about racism, it's about Britain's full. There's no more room here at the inn. How do you respond to their claims?
What we need is jobs, homes, good services. What we don't need is endless cuts in the NHS, endless cuts in schools, and a load of racism. Because racism doesn't put a roof over someone's head. It doesn't put a kid in the school. It doesn't give someone a pay rise. So this is all about this is a mistake. The Tories really could play a role in this because they demonise migrants and refugees when it's their cuts. That's a blame for the reason why people can't find a home to live in or put their kid in or an ambulance. It's not migrants' fault, it's the Tories. And those people over there, they should be on our side, really.
Do you know, ironically, you both share the same idea that it's the government's fault.
But it's the government that's ripped up but what really are their own, councils have been cut by a third in terms of the services and jobs and provisions and housing.
Refugees are welcome here!
That's
Say it loud! Say it clear! Refugees are welcome here! Say it loud! Say it clear!
When people are struggling to see a GP,
Say it loud! Say it clear!
Refugees
are
they
welcome
hear
here!
that thousands of people are coming over to this country and
Refugees are
taking their
welcome
jobs
here!
and their
Say
homes.
it loud! Say it clear!
They're going to be vulnerable to that.
Say it loud! Say it clear!
All they're really angry upset
Say it loud!
about is the fact that
Say
they
it
can't get a
clear!
job, they can't get a house, they can't get to see their GP.
Refugees are welcome here!
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Thank you, sir.
Refugees are welcome here! Refugees are welcome here!
Say loud, say clear.
Refugees are welcome here!
Say loud, say clear.
Refugees are welcome here!
Say loud, say clear.
Refugees are welcome here!
Refugees are welcome here.
Refugees are welcome here!
You may not be able to hear properly, but to the chants of refugees are welcome here, the other side are saying, why? Why? Are you guys happy to tell me why you feel it's important for you to be on this side of the road rather than over there?
It seems crazy that these guys are coming here to protest instead of going somewhere where choices are being made. Instead of coming and harassing these guys. Yeah.
They're saying, because I interviewed them too, they're saying it's the government's fault. They're not being vetted. And they're checking out and following women and girls, and people are unsafe.
The government, not the people that have already gone to hell.
Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important to be here for you on this side? No worries, thank you. Hey? I've spoken to both sides. So, I've spoken to you guys, I've spoken to them. I'm just trying to be fair and balanced. So tell me, why you think it's important for you to be here? If you're happy to talk to me.
I think it is already obvious, mate. With the camera in our face, people don't know the camera in our face and they disrespect.
That's fine. I'm only in your face because it's really loud, and otherwise I wouldn't hear. But that's fair.
He's not wearing a mask. Like, we're wearing a mask for a reason. So you might want to fix them. He's not wearing a mask.
Okay. So my question to you: Why do you wear a mask?
That's what we just said to you. Let's chat with someone down there, like from around here.
That anyway, shall we?
Okay.
Right, I'd move on, please.
Let me move on then, please. Thank you. Well, there you go. Then they're wearing a mask because they don't want to be recognised. For God knows what reasons. Hello. Tell me then, why do you guys feel it's important to be on this side of the road rather than on the other side? I'm not passing any comment. I've spoken to them too. To be fair, I've spoken to them too. So tell me, why are you here today?
I think if the war in Ukraine has taught us anything, any one of us at any moment could be in need of refuge somewhere. And I feel incredibly proud that Cornwall has opened itself up to support people who need that.
That's okay. Thanks for that. What about you, sir? Tell me, why do you feel it's important to be here?
Refugees here. Refugees are welcome 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 here.
That's all right. Do you know? The irony of it all is you both blame the government. So I work for CornwallLive and the Cornish Guardian in the West Britain. So I'm a journalist. So I've...
How are this side blaming the government? I don't understand how we're blaming our government. The reason they're here is not because of our government. The reason they're here is because they're living in fear and under war and conditions. That's fine. The reason they're here is not because of our government. The reason they're here is because they need to seek safety and security. That's not our government's fault. So I don't know how you're saying that we're blaming the government.
Some of the people I've spoken to are saying if there is a housing crisis, if there is a whipped up hatred towards immigrants, then...
media has a lot to do with that as well, to do with the way that they portray refugees, the language that they use, using this word illegal immigrant. These people are not illegal.
I know that. They're refugees, which is their legal status.
But the language that the media uses invokes and incites that. There's a lot of people over there that are shouting about things that they know nothing about because they've been riled by the media or by hearsay or by one particular thing or negative thing that they've heard. They're not looking at it as a global issue or as a bigger issue. It's a whole not in my back door issue, and that's not the way that it should be. We're one world and everybody in it, regardless of where they came from, just by the circumstance of their birth, the location of their birth, should not be having to live in persecution or fear, and everybody should have the right to live in safety and security. And if we have a space to accommodate those people, not just physically, but we should be able to accommodate them in our hearts and welcome them, because they have escaped from many people. Don't make that journey or try to come here under these situations because they want to leave their families or leave their homes.
No.
Home is an important thing for everybody, and to leave your home is the last choice, the last option that you have. And for people to be meeting them with such hatred, distrust and unwelcomeness is abhorrent.
Thanks very much.
Not everything. Refugees are welcome here.
the numbers of protesters, anti-refugees have swollen, as you can see. There are more of them. We will go back on the other side too to speak to more of them, like we have spoken to more pro-refugees. So bear with me as I'm trying to cross the road safely. There's more police, as you can see. There's 3 on this side, 4 over there. There's a couple in the hotel. There's about 3 on this side of the road where the protest is, and 4 on the other side of the road where the anti-protest is taking place. Some of the officers have told us they just want people to just express their rights to have their views heard, but peacefully, both sides, and not get run over because it's a public road. Are you happy to tell me why you feel it's important for you to be here on this side of the road? That's all right. What about you, sir? No? What about you, ma'am? Are you happy to tell me why it's important for you to be here on this side of the road rather than over there? Yeah. Tell me. That's okay, no worries. That's all right. I know. Sorry.
Just be mindful.
Anybody speak to this man from Reach Media, CornwallLive?
Hey, CornwallLive, is it?
Yeah.
Are you CornwallLive, are you?
Yeah.
Are you going to put that? You're going to do a piece on that to the schoolgirls will be giving self-defence lessons. So not
I'll
have
to check it out because I'm not
you
sure.
Check it out.
Yeah. Yeah, I will check it out.
To come home on
So,
Friday.
which school? Safaris. Okay.
Check it out. Right?
I will check it with the school.
And when parents have asked why they're doing self-defence, they've said recent events in town.
Okay. I will check it out with the school.
Safaris school.
Yeah.
Check it out.
I'll ask the
Bring
school.
it. We're not here because we're racist, mate. We're worried parents. We're really worried. I've witnessed 2 women getting harassed on Edgecombe Avenue. I've witnessed it. I think you did a piece on one.
We did a piece on that, yeah, we did.
I saw that in the own eyes. She was petrified, that woman.
No, that's fine. But
That's why I'm here.
I will check it out with the school. But
We're here.
that will have to be Monday because the school's closed today. So I will check it out. So defence lessons.
Self-defence lessons. They're having 2 1-hour sessions. They're having 2 1-hour sessions. My daughter came home from school first and she said, on your way to someone tried to grab me on your way to go down and put me in the whole house.
When did that start?
Last week.
Okay. I will check it out with the school.
Because of them in there. That's
Okay.
why they're having them.
I will check it out.
Hey, we're doing proof, sonny. Don't brand us all racists.
I'm not.
And not doing things while we're here. You know what I mean? Don't brand us racist.
No.
And then not tell the facts. Don't do that. It's not fair.
I won't. I'm trying. That's why I'm trying to interview both sides to be as balanced as I can. And
Just racist, we're not racist. Well, especially you got our politics in the middle of the road, mate. They're on the street.
I have spoken to the gentleman over there. Yes.
That's unfair.
Take him home with you! Take him home!
Don't walk by, you don't tell them.
So far, I got nothing more than that. So it has remained very peaceful from both sides. It's noisy, but it's peaceful. Some chap over there just waving an Israeli flag, so I don't really know why. Let me have a look at your sign. Thank you. still want me to carry on the live?
How long have you been going?
About an hour.
Ask them why they're here. Do they know why we're here? What do they feel about the number of women that have been stalled in the past 3 months?
Tell me then.
No,
what...
I'm not talking to Reach Media.
But that's your opportunity to tell me why you're here.
No, don't wish to talk to Reach Media.
That's okay then.
All you want to do is get clicks to get more advertising. You don't care about this town.
We do.
You don't give a shit about this town. You just care about how many clicks you're going to get.
Okay, that's how you feel.
Stirring up trouble all the time.
Right, we're gonna call this Facebook Live off. As you can see, it's remained peaceful for now on both sides. The numbers of so you got the pro-refugees on this side and the protesters against refugees on that side.